Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this video is going to be a review or my thoughts and opinions about Lion's Comfy Cotton Blend. But first I thought I would show you all I'm wearing something that I crocheted. It's a poncho. This is a little bit of a weird spot where all of a sudden this section had a little gray. But this is made with a Karen Big Cake. Okay, Flynn, you're kicking the camera. There we go. That's a little better. I made it last year, and it's one of those ponchos that's two rectangles that you sew together after laying weird. And then I crocheted around the area that was the neckline. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to talk about this yarn. I would say, first I'll tell you the positive about this yarn. This is a soft cotton. It would be great for, well, like this gal here, she's wearing it for a scarf. Or maybe, you know, whatever you would make that, it's a wearable cotton. That's what I'm trying to say, folks. It's a cotton that's soft for wearable. This would not be great for dishcloths or a while back I was making all those flower-shaped fun dishcloths or scrubbies. This kind of cotton is not stiff. It's a very soft cotton. It's not going to hold. Right now I've been knitting with it. I did crochet with it first, and now I'm knitting with it. I will say over in general, like just in general, it's a nice soft cotton for wearable items. Now here is the negative. If you can see right here, do you see how, I'm going to hold still, see if you guys can see that. Do you see how the yarn is like twisting, and how this white stuff is kind of like coming off? It's loose. So as I'm working with it, I have to keep like taking, this is what it should look like right here. Tightly woven cream or off-white with the colored. But as you go, it starts, the white or one of the colors starts getting off somehow, like loose and bulky, and it starts to like clump up, and every once in a while you get one of those, and then you gotta stretch it, knit or crochet for a while, and then one of those like lumpies comes up, and I hate it. I just hate doing that. As I said before in my videos, I want whatever I'm working with to work how it should. I don't want to have to do something to it. So I don't know if it's such a loosely spun cotton that it's coming apart, or if I'm holding it wrong, but it happened when I was crocheting too. And it's just driving me nuts. So then I cut it, because when I tried to frog what I crocheted, this was all getting caught up and twisted, and you know how they get caught. You can't pull it out. So then I had to cut it, start all over again. And then I like tried to make sure that it was all lined up and that, you know, everything was right. And I started with a new section to start doing this knitting, and it happened again. So it bothers me. It's frustrating to work with. Now, I know a lot of people say that kind of stuff about Karen Simply Soft. That Karen Simply Soft is frustrating to work with because the yarn splits. But I love Karen Simply Soft for baby items. So for me, I deal with it. And when I use, you know, really nice crochet hooks, like the crochet Clover Amours or the tulips, I find that it happens less. So then I thought, well, I'll switch to my Addi knitting needles and see if using the nicer ones versus the cheap ones from Wish that I'd been using, that maybe the yarn would not have the same kind of issues, and it did. It's just the way it is. So if you love the coloration, because they do have a variety of different blends and colors of the yarn, and if you love it and you're just going to deal with it and that's fine, it doesn't bother you, once it's crocheted or knitted up, you don't see all that looseness. You don't see it in the work. You give it a good stretch, block it, it's fine. So if that doesn't bother you, then go for it. Stick with it. But I'm going to tell you what, I probably won't ever use this yarn again because I like the little dollops. I like the cotton cakes. And there's other cottons that I like way better than this that I don't want to, I love this cotton for Hobby Lobby. So I don't want to deal with it. So does that sound sassy? So that's how it is. It's just not. I'm probably going to finish this pattern and make a scarf with it. This is where you knit some and you purl some, then you knit some and purl some, and it gives you this kind of like checkerboard look. Get up real close so you can see it. So that's what I'm doing with it. Nothing fancy, nothing that's gonna, you know, make me, you know, lose my mind. It'll probably take me 100 years to finish because I knit super slow. So that is my thoughts and feelings. I'm going to give you some stats now on this yarn. This was $5.99 at Walmart. And there's 392 yards. It is 50% cotton and 50% polyester. It is labeled a DK weight, and I would agree. It to me does seem true to a DK weight. And then they recommend a 7.5 or 7 knitting needle and a J crochet hook. I was using an H because I prefer that with a DK. Just my preference. But that's it. Comfy Cotton Lions brand. It is comfy cotton, but it's a twisty, snarly cotton. The yarn strands get twisted and snarled. I don't like it. Now, so that's my thoughts on that. I don't know if they sell it at Joann's or Michael's. I've just seen it at my Walmart. I also thought I'd quick show you guys some super cute yarn I bought. I love this yarn, Hobby Lobby. Is that not adorable? Do you see how it has like pinks and purples and then some sections with some white flecking in it? This made in Turkey. I'm gonna tell you what, they make a lot of yarn in Turkey. This is called Bright Violet, and then I got this gray, and I'm gonna try to make some hats out of this because I feel like most of my hats are like girly colors. And this is called Cappadocia. I'm gonna be honest, I can't read if it's not English words. It says, I'm gonna hold it here for you guys to read. Cappadocia. Cappadocia, something. It's a variegated type of gray. It's gray with some gold flecks and then gray with some black flecks. Some twisting, and it kind of changes from goldish brown to like black or dark brown. It's really cute. So I'm going to make probably 2 hats out of these. And then coming up, I think I might have one more video before my big crochet show. And maybe after I set up, I'll take a quick clip and say, hey folks, how y'all doing? I would do like a live or something, but as you know, I'm not an editor. But yeah, that's all I've got for my video. Some new yarn. And I'm working with that comfy cotton. Flynn, do you want to say anything in this video? He's been a little bit of a cuddler. We don't get as much cuddly time as we used to now that I'm working full-time and he's in school all day. We're exhausted, aren't we, Flynn? Yep. Alright, well, I'm sorry this video didn't come out yesterday, but I had a lot going on yesterday afternoon, which was my half day. And so I'm going to try to post this up and get this video out tonight. Jared is over there playing some video games and he got a little caught up in excitement, so he's sorry about that. But the video's done. So until then, folks, have a great night, a good week, and happy crafting. Bye.
Bye.